Hey, this is Jeff from the Great Heights and Barely Controlled Chaos, and we've had some adventures over the last couple of days. And I think I posted about this on the Instagram page and the Facebook page, which, by the way, you should follow down in the links below. So you get some updated things and things happen a little bit faster, or you'll get some notifications of things that are going on in our life before these videos come out, because uploading the videos is a little slow. But nonetheless, I've had some adventures. So yesterday, our pigs got out of their pen. As I have mentioned before, if you have animals, livestock, they're going to get out at some point. Especially when you're first trying to figure out your farm and trying to figure out where the animals are going to go and things like that. So they got out yesterday. Luckily, yesterday they were in they stayed in our yard. And somebody saw them running by their window, and we all went outside and we were able to corral them and bring them back in without too much trouble. So that was good. And like I said, before, we've had this kind of stuff before, haven't we? Yeah. When we first got the goats, they ran away. They were gone for like 3 days.
Dad almost caught a deer.
Yeah. That was kind of interesting. And again, I'll include the links to that. I'll include a card up above, actually. And when the sheep escaped when we first got them, that was kind of interesting as well. Now, we've had the pigs for 2 or 3 months now, and so and we were like, oh, good, we've managed to actually have animals that didn't run away. And well, that almost worked until today. So today, I was out, I was down in the city. We were actually, one of our sons was taking a driver's test, the other one was getting their permit, and we were doing a couple of other things. And just as we were about to come home, we were about 30 minutes from being able to come home, my wife sends me a message, the pigs are gone. And I said, in our yard or gone? She's gone, as in missing. So the kids who were home went out and tried to locate them. You were one of them?
Yes, and I screamed when I saw them running towards the road.
So they managed to get out of our yard. They got out of their pen. Then they got out of our yard. And apparently they went down the road quite a ways. So by the time I got home, they'd kind of lost track of them. So we went down the road in the direction we saw them, but we weren't seeing them. And there's a lot of woods around us. So we're like, okay, well, maybe they'll come back. Maybe they will maybe they'll get close to the house again. So we started coming back, and I noticed our neighbors' cows acting really weird. So I started walking around the outside of their pen, and lo and behold, what do I see? The pigs in the cows' pasture.
Doing piggly wiggly things.
Yes. It was not exactly the best thing to have happen. I want to give a lot of credit to this one over here who actually spotted them in the woods. She was the one that had stayed home, and so she was the one who actually found the pigs while we were gone. So she put up with a lot of that. However, so they're in the cow's pasture. The problem is they have a bull in that pasture. And I'm kind of nervous about going into somebody else's pasture anyway. A bunch of cows, okay, I know how to deal, I know cows usually will try to stay away from people. But the bull tends to be a little bit aggressive. Bulls can be really aggressive, so I didn't want to get in there. So we tried coaxing them out along the fence line and giving them food. And we got them close to the fence a couple of times, and I was able to grab hold of one of them, but we couldn't get it under the fence from where I had it. And she wriggled away from me anyway. So finally, one of our neighbors comes by and says, "Hey, I know this guy. I know your neighbor. Everybody on our street knows each other except for us." And so he said, "Oh, the bull's not too bad. You can go in there." So he got in there with us, and we managed to eventually corral one of the pigs in a very small corral, and the other pig had kind of run off over by the fence, and he and one of the kids managed to get them into our neighbor's livestock trailer, or managed to get that one into our livestock trailer, and I managed to tackle and hold down the other one. In the meantime, the neighbor's dogs wanted to get in on it. The bull was kind of chasing us around a little bit. He wasn't being aggressive, just kind of trying to protect his cows. And so, huffing and puffing and stuff like that. And then the neighbor's dogs wanted to get in on the act as well. So they managed to find a way in they got out of there. What is with the faces?
I'm the drama king.
Say that again?
It crawled through the fence.
The dogs?
Yes.
Yeah, the dogs got out of their invisible fence. Dogs got out of their electric fence and into the corral. And they started chasing one of the pigs around. They tackled it. They were not nice to this pig. But it was in their property, so they scratched it up a little bit, but the pig is going to be fine. That was an adventure. And so now we've upset the cows. The bull is not so happy with us being in there. And the dogs, we've managed to get the dogs back behind their invisible fence. And one pig is in corral, or is in the livestock trailer, and the other one's in the corral, and I'm holding it down. I'm like, now what do we do? So we called my next door, or the other guy called my next door neighbor, who's still at work, and said, "Hey, we have a little problem. Your neighbor's pigs got out, and they're in your corral. We got one of them in your livestock trailer. I'm just going to take the livestock trailer over, help him get the other one in the livestock trailer, and then we'll take him down to your house." So we did manage to Katie and I managed to pick up the pig that I had, and put it in the livestock trailer, which worked out okay. And then the neighbor from down the street, was able to bring it back over to our house and put it back in there. And it's, as I told him, not the best way to meet the neighbors. And his answer was, "Is there a better way?" So we got to meet him and another one of our neighbors, and talk to him for a little while and stuff like that. But that has been an interesting day. Not exactly what we were planning on today. And well, I did figure out how they were getting out. They'd managed to push underneath the fence in a certain spot, because again, when we moved that fence so that we could take the truck down into the woods, when we put it back up, I guess we didn't put it up as well as we thought we had. So I went out and reinforced it with some more poles and put some stuff near the bottom so that they can't get out, hopefully. And I will probably be running an electric fence around the outside at nose level for the pigs, so that they will get zapped if they try that again. So that has been our adventure for today. Again, runaway animals are not fun, and this is the first time I've had to deal with runaway animals that I literally can't pick up on my own. These pigs are not as big as we'd hoped they would be, but they already both weigh more than I do. I did the whole measurement of them with the measuring tape and did the estimation on their weight, and they already weigh more than I do. So me trying to pick them up and carry them like I would with a goat,
Not gonna happen.
it would not happen. I can pick one up and carry it for a few feet, but a struggling pig, No,
It's
nope. So,
me trying to hold a 5-gallon bucket.
so yeah, that was our kind of adventure. So hopefully we will not have this happen again. We will be definitely keeping a very close eye on them. I will have tomorrow morning. I'm going to move the camera that we've currently got facing at the rabbits, so we can keep an eye on the rabbits, up so I can actually see the pig pen, and I will be watching that almost constantly tomorrow, so we can make sure of that. And then tomorrow afternoon after work, I will be setting up the electric fence in that area so that we can make sure that they don't get out.
Never again, piggies. Never
But
again.
but that, yeah, so that's it. So if you enjoy these videos, make sure that you hit the subscribe button below. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. If you got questions or comments or thoughts about how we can prevent the pigs from getting out in the future, please leave us a comment. That'd be awesome. And see the links below for the Facebook and Instagram page. Like I said, I often post things there early to let you know that what's going on in our lives before I get a video out. And share this with your friends. So, and until next time.
Share the